بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد عبدك ورسولك وصل على المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات يا رب صل وسلم دائما ابدا على حبيبك خير خلق كلهم. Today our English sitting beside the Rosa to Rasul in Medina Munawwara, we reached to the Fazal Sabr Shukr, the 79 sitting of that very chapter. In that our Hazrat has expressed the things that the Sahaba Karam Rizwanullah alayhim ajmain, they were all very stable footing upon their causes and main root causes, and they were never shaken in their main ideology and the real truth. And they stood by that. The first happening of passing out to Rasulullah from here, Abu Bakr Siddiq, Radiallahu Ta'ala anhu, he stood upon the sending of the army of Hazrat Usama Radiallahu anhu towards Iraq. And all the Sahaba was against this will and this decision, even Umar bin Khattab. But that was Khalifatul Rasul Abu Bakr Siddiq, that he said that if the dogs of jungle, they are coming to Medina, I am not bothered for that. So this army must go. So Umar Rastana, he used to express that if the virtue of that day of Abu Bakr Siddiq, he is exchanging with me the virtue of my all life, I am ready to give that. The same thing was during the happening of Hazrat Hussain Radiallahu Ta'ala anhu, when there was a little bit deviation from the apartment of the Khalifatul Muslimin, and that standard was little by shifted. So he stood that the same footing that as Abu Bakr Siddiq Rasul, he said, Anunkusu Fiddin wa Nahai, there will be some decreasing or curtailment in the deen, and I will be alive. And he started journey toward Kufa along with his family members, and then he passed away over there. See, the main goal of the life of Muslim is shahadat hai matlub maqsood mu'min, na male ghanimat na kishwar kushai. This is the main life purpose of all Muslim, to martyr in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So to achieve that goal, they are the very lucky persons, those who are achieving and reaching to the goal. So there is no, if the failure in the cause was, then it was the cause of a sadness. So this who has achieved the goal of that, so he is a most successful person. So to celebrate the sorrow and the sadness upon these happening, it is one can't understand that why they are making this annually this sorrow and the sad discussion and the lectures and the poetry. So this is the not exact way of teaching of Islam, that there should be patient and we should be thankful to Allah that they reach to their goal. The life aim purpose was achieved. So the Rasulullah has told us that don't celebrate the sorrow, sadness, sitting and expression when she was passing in the gathering of this funeral. So in those days, the common dress was like our in ihram dress, two unsewed sheet of piece of a cloth. The under was, it is known as azar, and the upper it was known as a hulla. But the civilized people of those days are using this kameez and shalwar, like Usman bin Affan Rasulullah, he was always using kameez and shalwar. And Hussain al-Madni in his Bukhari Dars, he has expressed that this shalwar was sent as a gift to Rasulullah from Persian, and he weared that. So, and he also expressed the thing that it is more covering the and the protective dress of that. So, by this Qawli and Faili, because he liked Rasulullah, the kameez and shalwar trouser became as the sunnah dress. And in the Hazrat has expressed that during that funeral, during the time of before Islam, they used to remove their upper hulla and only the lower. So he saw the Sahaba was doing this, and he said that no, only there should be the physical which happened on the every sorrow happening. 3 days are allowed, not more than that. And that should be also a very balanced and stable expression for that. Hazrat has in this lecture, he said that now, due to the British and those people, European people, new tradition has been introduced that they are putting the black ribbon on their shoulders, and so this is not the way of Islam. The Islam dress, it is mostly the Sahaba, they were the rider on horses, on running horse. They used to jump upon that. So that was the trouser and the kameez shirt. Our Mufti Rizal Haq Sahib, may Allah bless him, good health, in his Fatawa Zakaria in 8th volume, he has given a detailed verdict upon the dress. So he has brought the Karahatul Libas, there's some hadith from that the difference between the alive and the dead dress will be slat, chalk, which we are using on the side we are usually in our Asian dress. So the new thing without slat, which is usually used in some Gulf areas, so that was in those days, their priests and cardinals, they used to wear in their churches. But mostly the Muslims, they were the riders, not the priests. So even in this, the without slat dress, they can't climb 2 steps up, but usually the means of communication during Sahaba, it was the donkey, horse, and the camel. So the one can easily ride upon that, and that is the kameez, known as kameez. Hazrat has expressed the word of kameez. And in Turkey, the kameez of Rasulullah Sallallahu Hussain and Fatma, they are present there. So Hazrat is saying that we should stick to our own custom of Islam, not follow the things which the non-Muslims are usually following. May Allah bless us. strictness with Sunnah. Ya Rabbi sallallahu alaihi wasallam da'iman abad ala habibika khair khalqi balagha al-ula bi kamalihi kashafa ad-duja bi jamalihi hasanat jami' khisalihi sallu alayhi wa alihi.